Welcome back to the podcast called Tell the World, and I'm your host. I thought I'd come on and do a short video. Can y'all hear those crickets? Maybe little birds, little crickets. Look, I'll make this short and real quick. Today, this show will be about conspiracy thoughts about the entertainment. So I've been thinking, when Jaguar got on Piers Morgan's show, I noticed that I felt like she got on a bigger platform that was different from YouTube, which is the small stage. It's a big stage, but it's small because it reaches different people. What people it reaches most people that go on YouTube. Now, when she got on Morris Perkins' show, she's reaching a dynamic of different people because this is on television. So you get different ears. So how many people off of YouTube always watch Piers Morgan? How many people go on there and watch that show? Most of the time people jumping on YouTube because we're catching drama, twerking, killing, anything we want to watch. But then when you go on a Piers Morgan show, it's direct. It's television waves of people that it reaches. Could be bigger than YouTube. Could be bigger. Remember, the television likes to pick up a lot of people that they could pick up to watch their shows, watch their TV series, watch their movies, watch their news. It's a bigger stage. So I started to think back. I had to do my Nostradamus thoughts and thinking. I said, damn, remember when these entertainers been selling their music catalogs, right? All of a sudden, they getting rid of catalogs of their music, selling them for millions and millions of dollars. You would try to wonder why they're doing that, because they're not going to make no more money except the money that they're getting to sell their catalogs. And so you start to think about, wow, where does that lead music? Here's my little conspiracy little thoughts. So when Jaguar went on Piers Morgan's show, I felt like she brought more attention to us content creators who do these small interviews or a big stage interview on the YouTube stage where we reach a lot of folks. And I felt like maybe if Dame Dash could tell her that, say to Beyonce and Jay-Z that, hey, you need to try to get your lawyers to shut her up. And you saw what they did. They took Piers Morgan's show of Jaguar in there and got rid of her content out of there so it would air no more to all these people. What's that? Beyonce and Jay-Z sponsors, Jay-Z and Beyonce's businesses that they have that people buy products and things from. So this does mess with money in their pocket, as Dame would say. They need to shut her up. And they did that by contacting Piers Morgan, the lawyer did, to get her content out of there so these bigger viewers don't be aired no more. When it's on YouTube, it's small. We're not sponsors, we're just watching content. When you're on television, you got people that pay them. They got bigger sponsors. So now, this messes with people's pockets. With that being said, what about the content creators on YouTube? How does that fall into place? Well, by Jaguar going to a bigger stage, could it, and I'm just allegedly asking a question here, could it affect our podcasts? Could it? Meaning that if I got Jaguar on my show and she's talking the way she's talking, will they contact me and tell me to take the content down as well as flagging me where we can't have her on the show no more? Because they could do that. I remember Charleston White said that all the stuff that he was saying, they shut his pages down. They shut everything down that he was doing. But they didn't shut the couch contents interviews that he was having. So could Jay-Z contact YouTube, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, contact these people and say, hey, she's saying things about me that's a lie. You need to take that content down. Or flag those people and tell them to take it down. Give them a warning. What I'm saying is that I think by her crossing over to that, they may start to try to affect our content that we put up. I really believe that's going to start happening. I could be wrong. It's a conspiracy thought. I'm not out of my mind, but it's just something to think about. You know, and I felt like that brought more attention to a small content creators that what we're doing. With that being said, it's getting dark out here, so I gotta push this as quick as possible. So what about the content that us creators are creating where our stuff get flagged, you know, because we got on our show? Will that affect our show? Do that threaten our show? Do that threaten our views? I remember Say Cheese TV, or was it Say Cheese? It was a platform told Charleston White, our numbers went down because you're not on our show anymore. And he told them because of all y'all talk about is entertainment stuff. Y'all have nothing else to talk about but this. With that being said, as we go on with this, where does it fall in with us content creators on our freedom of speech of what we're doing? Because right now, as we speak, I told you these people have sold their catalogs and their music now, which means they are going into podcasts now. It's the new wave now. Entertainers over the pandemic realized that doing interviews right now is the new way of making money. Why? Because music ain't the new ways no more. As you can see, music is being destroyed. All that trash music back then, going down. It all is burning down. So what's the next move to make? What's the next hustle? Being a podcast host. Creating your own content. Having interviews. So I see these entertainers going into that type of business that we, as small creators, are in. Something that, you know, we learned to do. Our cameras, our mics, our content, our editing, what we put together. As you can see, people don't watch television like they used to watch it. Everybody's on YouTube, and we have we have millions of content creators who create content as we speak right now. So they sold their catalog music and stuff. So what else can they do if they sold their music besides do concerts to re-up some money? What else can they do? They go into being podcasters. They go into media. Look at Ray J. He's going into his media right now. But it's just a thought. It's just a thought. Maybe I could be just out of my head. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna type in, you out of your head, but I don't think I am. Just keep watching and see what I'm talking about, what's going on, and you'll catch on what I'm saying. They're gonna start crossing over doing the things that we're doing. What they say that we can't do, that they want to cease and desist, they're gonna be jumping in and doing it. Jumping in and doing what we're doing. You heard it first.